We go live now to Whitby, where Durham Police are providing an update on the murder of Katie Kynes at an Oshawa home last month. Let's listen in.
Officer for Durham Regional Police. Thank you for joining us here today as our Major Crimes Homicide Unit will be providing an update into the homicide investigation of Katie Kynes, which occurred on March 12, 2023. I will shortly introduce Detective Sergeant Carrier, who will provide an update, followed by Chief Peter Moreira for his remarks. I would also like to welcome Inspector Saliba, who has joined us here today. We will open up to any questions for the media afterwards. Thank you, and I will now ask Detective Sergeant Carrier to step forward.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming. Last night at approximately 10:25 p.m., our 911 communications unit received an anonymous call indicating that accused Adam Odette was believed to be hiding in a stairwell of a residential building in the area of Wilson Road North and Roslyn Road East in Oshawa. Our frontline investigators attended the scene and quickly set up a perimeter. Mr. Odette was observed exiting the building at 769 Wilson Road North and was taken into custody without incident. Adam Odette is charged with second-degree murder for the death of Katie Kynes, as well as attempt murder for the stabbing of another female victim who suffered severe and life-altering injuries. Mr. Odette will be remanded into custody pending a bail hearing. I would like to thank our media partners for sharing the information, members of the community who came forward and submitted numerous tips that contributed to this outcome, and other police services who shared the information to bring this accused into custody. At this stage of the investigation, we are appealing for anyone with information about this incident to come forward and speak with our investigators. We are aware that there are members of the community that had direct contact with Mr. Odette in the weeks that followed the murder, including a male that appeared to accompany the accused in the area of Wilson Road North prior to his arrest. Our team is following up on this information, and we urge those members to come forward. Finally, I would like to extend our thoughts and well wishes to the surviving victim as she continues her recovery, and our sincere condolences go to the friends and family of Katie Kynes. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you for coming. Anytime that there is a significant public safety event, it impacts our communities in many different ways, and this incident here is no different. This was a significant event that happened in our community, and my purpose for speaking to you today is to acknowledge the hard work of many different people and the partnerships that exist between the community and our officers and the media. Sharing that information resulted in numerous tips. Those tips have been diligently followed up for the last 3 weeks. This has been a whole of service response, and every tip was followed up. This one here proved to be the one that we needed. It goes to show the importance of community partnerships, the public being aware of what's happening in communities, staying informed, staying engaged. And these are the results. This is a success story from what is a negative event that happened in our community. I want to thank, of course, our 911 communications operators that day in, day out, 24 hours a day, are taking many of these calls and triaging them and sending units as quickly as possible. And it was through their hard work that we were able to set up a perimeter as quickly as we did. It resulted in the success here. I'd also like to thank members, the dedicated members of D Platoon at the Central East Division in Oshawa for their quick response. They dropped many other things to make this arrest, and to do it safely and not endangering anybody else. Our offender management unit, our intelligence unit, and of course our homicide unit was able to bring at least this stage here to a close for Katie Kynes' family and of course our surviving victim. The investigation is far from over, and our Detective Sergeant Carrier has spoken about the need for the public to continue to stay engaged and provide us the types of information and clues that we need in order to bring this to a successful conclusion in court. I want to thank members of the media for reporting on this and continuing to report on this. Without your help, this result wouldn't have happened here today. I want to thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, Chief Moreira. We'd now like to open the floor to any questions.
talked about the importance of that relationship building with the community. Oftentimes the community cooperates with the police when you have established that trust. So how important is that? And how important are those extra set of eyes being the community that assist with investigation?
Yeah, I think within your question is the answer there. I think it's critically important. I've been with this organization for a very short time. I'm just in my second week here as the chief, and I have to commend Inspector Saliba and the men and women of Central East for their relationship building in the community. This success didn't occur yesterday. This success occurred in the months and years and the investments that this organization and the men and women of that division have made within their community to build that trust. And with trust comes community resiliency, and so the community is going to grow stronger from this event. It's going to bring the police and the community closer together, and out of tragedy can come hope. And that is really the message here, to reinforce that for anyone who may be watching out there. One phone call can change the path of crime and disorder and the many negative things that can happen within communities, and we can grow stronger and be brought together.
I'm going to follow up with the DS there. Were you able to establish a relationship between this now accused and the two women that were involved?
Sorry, a
Were you
relationship
able to establish
between
a relationship between the accused, Odette, and either of these two women?
acquaintances. They knew each other prior to the incident.
Was there a dating history there?
No, not that we know.
Thank you.
The residence was being used by the two ladies at the time, but they did not reside there permanently. The information that we received was that, yes, he was hiding in a stairwell, and that's where our officers responded to, and that's where he was arrested subsequently.
How complex of an investigation was this? Obviously, this has been 3 weeks. We've taken in a lot of tips. Can you tell us what kind of tips those were?
So there's two components to this. There's the investigation itself, and then there's obviously the attempt to locate the accused on this. We've had significant resources involved in this for the last 3 weeks. The investigation is complex in itself, and then we've utilized several resources to try to locate and arrest Adam Odette. Obviously, using you guys as the media has been very helpful. Numerous tips that have come in the last 3 weeks. It's been nonstop, and many of our units have had many sleepless nights to effect this arrest.
Any connection between an incident that happened in Bowmanville, where I understand there was a gentleman that you guys need the assistance of the OPP, or the OPP needed the assistance of you guys in Provincial Park for a wet warrant suspect? Is that in connection to this?
No, no connection. No. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to everybody for coming out today.
We've been getting an update from Durham Police in regards to an ongoing murder investigation, announcing the arrest of Adam Odette. He's arrested in connection to a double murder that took place last month in Oshawa in connection to the death of Katie Keynes, a 26-year-old who was fatally stabbed on March 12th. Adam Odette now facing a charge of second-degree murder and also a charge of attempted murder of another woman who also sustained life-altering injuries.